Welcome. The following video gives two examples on how to simplify an algebraic expression. So here we have -3 times everything in the bracket. So it's -3 times 2x and then -3 times -5. If it was over on the side here, if it was 3 minus 2x minus 5, this is different because I would be subtracting 2x minus 5. This is different. Okay, it's not the same thing. So here we go. -3 times 2x, write your answer below. You have an equal sign on the left, which is very important. And my answer to -3 times 2x is -6x. Remember, a negative times a positive gives you a negative. Then I do -3 times -5. It's the whole number. The negative goes with the number which follows it. So -3 times -5 is +15. If you notice, I haven't written anything down here yet. I'm waiting to see what my answer is. -3 times -5 is +15. Now I continue. The next thing I look at is this. Now I am doing plus 3x minus 8. There are two ways or three ways we can look at this, but I'll look at it very straightforward with you right now. We are going to add a 3. What kind of 3? Well, it's a +3. There isn't a plus sign here. There doesn't have to be a plus sign, but it's an invisible positive sign. Same as when we write the number 4, we know that is the same as +4. Okay, so I am going to add a +3x. I'll worry about those two plus signs beside each other in a minute. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add -8. So I am going to add -8. Now, so far what I've done is I've got rid of the brackets. And what I could have done before is taken a look at the brackets and seen if I could simplify anything, and I cannot. 2x minus 5, I cannot add those. They are not like terms. 3x minus 8, I cannot add those. They are not like terms. So now I take a look at this and I say, well, okay, what can I do here? Okay, now I'm here and I want to get rid of these two signs. So what happens with these signs? These two, if I add a positive number, that can be replaced with one sign, a positive. If I add a negative number, that can be replaced with one sign, a negative or a minus sign. Now my next line is going to be simplified. I now have -6x plus 15. This is now +3x minus 8. Now I look at this and I think, can I simplify this anymore? And this is where it becomes interesting. You have to be able to make that decision. Can I go any further? And in this case I can. I am allowed to add like terms. I have -6/8 and +3x. If you'll notice, the positive sign goes with the 3x. The negative sign goes with the 6x. What else do I have here? I have +15, which is a constant, and I have -8. So I will put those together in just a minute. So remembering the x's go first, we usually put them in that order. So below I have -6x plus 3. If you looked on the number line, that would be like -6 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Which leaves me at -3. So I have -3x. Now I look at my red numbers, my constants. I have 15 minus 8. Start at 15. Subtract 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which leaves me at 7. +7. Now I look at it and I say, is there anything else I can do to simplify? The answer is no, therefore that is my final answer. Okay, the next question looks a little bit different. There are a few more negatives in here. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking again. I take a look, can I simplify anything within this bracket? I cannot add terms that are not like terms. This is a 6x, this is a -3, it's a constant, this has a variable. I cannot add those, nor can I add these two to each other. And don't jump ahead and try and add the 2x and the 6x. You have to get rid of the brackets first. So even though there is not a number in front, this is like I'm going to subtract 6x. So I'm going to subtract +6x. Looks a little funny now, but we'll fix it. Then I'm also going to subtract a negative 3. So I put subtract negative 3. You'll get quite good at this later where you can leave out this step. Now, here I'm subtracting negative 2x, and I'm also subtracting positive 4. So I'm going to do the first one, subtract negative 2x, and then subtract positive 4. Subtract positive 4. Now when I look at the end here, I have a negative 5x that isn't multiplied by anything, isn't in brackets, nothing happens to it. So I just tag it on the end. Now, let's get my symbols straight here. I have too many signs. So a positive, if I subtract a positive number, it's the same as subtracting. If I subtract a negative number, it's the same as adding. If I subtract another negative number, it's the same as adding. If I subtract a positive number, it's the same as subtraction. So my next line, I will just replace the signs. Negative 6x, and it makes sense to take your time on this. Plus 3, plus 2x, minus 4, minus 5x. Almost finished. Now I look at it and I say, are there any like terms that I can add? Well, look, we have negative 6x. The negative goes with the 6x. I have positive 2x. I have negative 5x. I can put all of those together. I can combine them all. I also have positive 3, and I have negative 4. Now we write the x's first, so I'll write them first. I have negative 6x, so negative 6. I'm going to add 2x to that, so 1, 2. I'm at negative 4. Then I'm going to subtract 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I end up at negative 9. So I have negative 9x. Use the number line if you find that you get mixed up. There's nothing wrong with that. So now I have positive 3 minus 4. So I start at positive 3, I subtract 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 0, 1, 2, so I'm at negative 1, minus 1. Seeing also that you can turn those around, you can also do negative 4 plus 3, which is the same thing. Negative 4 plus 3, 1, 2, 3 is negative 1. I take a look and I say, can I simplify this anymore? I'm not allowed to add like terms. Therefore, that is the end of my question. Thank you very much.